There's a cold wind pressing against the old ground tonight, the sort that carries whispers from down south. It's the sound of rivals testing the gates, seeing if the hinges creak. Not with noise, but with paperwork. Not with chance, but with bids slid across desks. Hillsborough has lived through sieges before, and it recognises the pattern. When the club is steadying itself, others circle, hoping to prise loose something that still keeps it upright. Remove one piece and the balance shifts. Take out the runner who links the lines, who can drift wide when the pitch tilts, who fills gaps when the shape is under pressure. Suddenly the middle feels lighter. Senior voices have to shout louder. Legs already heavy with mileage are asked for more. In a squad fighting to keep its head above water, losing that type of player doesn't just cut options. It invites doubt, and doubt spreads quicker than any press. That pressure now has a name. Svante Ingelsson is the target, with Portsmouth pushing a move as part of a survival drive led by John Mousinho. According to the Sheffield Star, an offer for the 27-year-old has already been turned down, despite interest growing around a player entering the final 6 months of his contract. With a club option beyond that, this is where it stops being just about 90 minutes. Decisions made away from the pitch feed straight into the trenches on Saturday. Standing firm here sends a message that the badge still sets the terms, even while the club navigates choppy internal waters. Letting one of the few genuinely adaptable figures go now would pile extra strain onto the remaining leaders, asking them to cover more ground with fewer bodies. Ingelsson's value isn't hype, it's experience and miles. He's been shaped by different leagues, by spells at Udinese and Hansa Rostock, and he plays like someone who knows when to steady the wheel and when to drive on. That kind of background becomes an anchor when younger players are still learning the currents of this division. Portsmouth can add numbers. They've already strengthened out wide and added another body in midfield. That tells you their intent. They're reinforcing their own hull. But by rejecting that opening approach, Wednesday's board have drawn a line. It's a reminder that survival here isn't outsourced. It's built by keeping enough steel in the spine of the squad to endure what's coming.
Diaz arrives with experience and scars. Coming off an Africa Cup of Nations campaign where he finished as top scorer, despite the disappointment of missing a Panenka penalty in the final, his market value hasn't dropped. If anything, it's risen. Real Madrid value him highly, and Sunderland matching that valuation is a statement that carries far beyond Wearside.
So here we are again, Wednesday. When the knock comes and the offer is dressed up as opportunity elsewhere, do we guard what keeps us competitive or loosen our grip and hope the tide is kind? What does this club choose to be when the pressure is real and the ground beneath us still matters?